Hello everybody out there in the music community. This is Mike here, Soldier777 coming at you. And this video I want to talk about a major mail haul from one of the 3 or 4 retailers that have a website to sell mostly Christian-oriented music. And that company or label or website is Girder Music. So I got a major haul coming from Matt Hayes, who owns Girder Music, to show you. So let's get right to it. So what I have came, this came in last week. Early last week was one of my favorite all-time bands is Petra. So let's get right to it, and some other bands. So here we have a super group, and this super group consists of members of Deliverance, Petra and Whiteheart. Here we have a Union of Sinners and Saints, enhanced expanded CD. There you have it, and here's the track list there. And this consists of John Slitch from Petra, Billy Smalley of Whiteheart, and the drummer from which is the name escaped me, who played Whiteheart and Deliverance. 1 second, we get the sheet out. John Knox, yeah, John Knox played in Deliverance and Whiteheart as well. So, and this is a great little collection. Now, I'm not a big fan of John Slitch's solo music, but I figured I'll get this album. Now, this album originally had, the original pressing had the green artwork, which I wasn't too fussy about. This one sort of got like the basic brick background with the picture band, and sometimes like less is more when it comes to like an album cover band pick. So I much prefer this artwork. And here's autograph of the band members. I'm not sure if that was signed after the artwork was done, or if the signatures was part of the artwork. I'm not sure, but it's kind of nice to have their signatures of everybody in the band. It was kind of cool. And it's got like a basic layout. Let me just show it to you here. Here's some cool band pics of the band. It's kind of cool. Oh, I forgot to mention too, also Anthony Sally also played in Whiteheart, also plays in the band as well. But it's got all their songs that was on the original recording, plus some additional songs. And there's a few songs that features the prior work of Whiteheart and Petra. There's Independence Day was a Whiteheart tune. Beyond Belief was one of my favorite Petra tunes. And Fly Go Fly, Coloring Song, and Desert Rose and Just Reach Out are Petra Whiteheart songs. Also, the bass player from Megadeth, Dave Elfson, played bass on sort of like a up-tempo type tune called Christ the Lord is Risen Today. So that's kind of cool too. They also got a member of Megadeth contributing to the album. It's kind of cool. There you have it, Union of Sinners and Saints, Girder Music reissue as part of its expanded edition. So kind of cool as my collection. Really glad about that. Okay, so let's get to the Petra CDs. Now, what Greg Hayes of Girder Music done is that he went after or tried to get the licensing to re-release the Petra albums on your Star Song label, which ranges from 79 to 88. That was when Petra was under Star Song Records, those albums. And this is one of my favorite eras of Petra, was during the 80s. To me, that's when they're on top of their game. I love their 70s music as well, but to me, the best era of Petra is the 70s up till the mid-90s. That was my favorite period of Petra. So here we have Watches Wire Then. Originally came out in 1979. And this is more of a lighter rock, adult contemporary pop album in comparison to the hard rock albums that they're normally known for. This is a lot of great songs. I'm Thankful, Why Should a Father Bother, Morning Star, Magic Mirror, Yahweh Love, Taste and See, and Magic Words are amongst my favorite songs in the album. It's kind of neat to have Taste and See, not See and Taste, kind of like the fact the Lord is good. I almost got like a taste of the Lord before we can see that He's good. Whereas mostly when we get into something, we see it first and then see what it's about. But you know, I guess with being involved with Christianity, you gotta taste it first and see that it's good. So kind of like interesting play on words. I'm thinking there's one of the songs kind of reminds me of something. Magic Mirror I was thinking about something when I read the lyrics of Magic Mirror. Now I've listened to this album, and I'll get that in a second. But Magic Words, not Magic Words, sorry, Magic Mirror. That's what I'm talking about. Magic Mirror, to me, it says, Magic Mirror, don't let me walk away without seeing who I am. Magic Mirror, don't let me see who I am and only walk away. Must I walk by you 1,000 times before? Never noticed that you were hanging on my door. But then you caught my eye and let me see myself. I think, now there's a evangelist comes on YouTube called Ray Comfort. And when he witnesses people, he brings up the Ten Commandments. Now, how everybody's broken Ten Commandments, but because of what Christ done at the cross, it is finished. That means all debt's been paid. If you accept Christ, then all has been forgiven, where he broke his commands in the past. Magic Mirror seems like to me it harkens to that, where when you look at the commandments, how we've broken the commandments, we look at ourselves in the mirror saying we're sinners, that we need Christ to save us. And that's what kind of reminds me of where the law, and Paul talked about this in the New Testament, where the law is a mirror. It reflects of who we really are when we look at what we've broken, all the commandments. And as you may know, 9 Ten Commandments are relevant to today. One of the 10 Commandments, the Sabbath, isn't relevant to today, but none of the other commandments is relevant for today, and to reiterate in the New Testament. So it's almost like the mirror is, in fact, the commandments reflecting into the mirror who we are. And we shouldn't walk away with reflecting who we are, that we need Christ. I think that's what they're... they don't have the lyric... They don't have the scripture reference with this, but like I said, I think that's what they're talking about. Anyway, so I had this on cassette back in the day, and I sold a cassette a couple years ago, and I had the 2-on-1 Never Say Die and Watch Wire Then, which had 2 tracks taken off Never Watch Wire Then, which I've got that in the process of selling that album. Some other Petra stuff, the original pressings, but I'm really glad to have my collection as a standalone album. Great job, and like I said, I forgot to talk to you about the inside, what's on the inside as well. It's a really great job, and this might be a long video, guys. Please forgive me. 1 second, I'm gonna get this popped out here. But it's really cool that they had contributions from the musicians. The musicians who was involved in this is mentioned here in the artwork. They got Rob Fraser, Bob Hartman, Greg Volz. This is the first full length. This is the first album that Greg Volz did all the vocals on. As me, one before this one come and join us, where he did some of the vocals. Bob Prince was Crown of Sound. I think he may have some other contribution. George Atwell on keyboards. Gerald Bummer on guitar. Joe Ball on guitar. Chip Myers bass, and Ray Nichols drums percussion. I think Ray Nichols may play drums on the next album too. I'm not sure. The name sounds familiar. Anyway, so yeah, and there's some kind of cool pics of the guys of the band members doing the recordings there. Kind of cool. And of course has your easy read lyrics with sort of water or soap suds in the background. Very, very cool theme of the Watch Wire Then album. Really cool. And this really came out in 1969. So like I said, I really love this artwork that Scott Waters and Rob Colwell did on the mastering, and Greg Hayes got licensed to release this. I heard this album through and through, and to me, it has more of a bottom end, and I find the instruments much more clearer. Not a little bit clearer, but much more, I should say, pronounced. So yeah, it's really cool to have this in my collection, and like I said, it's a great album from Petra. I mean, every Petra touches is gold, in my opinion. Here we have the next album. Never Say Die, came out in 1981, and this is and here's Petra. This album sort of serves as sort of a template leading up to the next several albums of their hard rock style, and it does have some lighter rock tunes in this one, such as I Can Be Friends With You and Father of Lights, but there are some notable rock and classics like Chameleon, Angel of Light, Without Him We Can Do Nothing, Praise Ye Lord, and Killing My Old Man. They're sort of their more rock standards, or what you'll see. Those songs you'll see what will be a template for future albums in the future. Yeah, so this is another great album. I mean, you can't go wrong with this one. Coloring. My favorites on this one is Coloring Song, Chameleon, Angel of Light, With Everything We Can Do Nothing. So their 4 to 5 song makes up the first side. I Can Be Friends With You, Father of Lights, and Praise You Lord are probably the better songs on the second side. So that's what's that. That's 7 songs. Never Say Die is an okay song. For Annie's a ballad about a girl that committed suicide. It was a very sad song. And Killing My Old Man, I can't quite get in that tune, but the other 7 songs are really good. And here's the inside. Now, what's really cool with this one is that they use stock photos of the promo press from the original vinyl. Here's a picture of the band, without the drummer, because this is before Louis Weaver was a long-time drummer band. There's the 4 members of John Slick, Greg Volz, Mark Kelly, and Bob Hartman. It's kind of cool. And here's the sort of got the camouflage green background for the lyrics. So it's really cool. And here you see the Petra. If you see this, the Petra logos reflected in the background here, the classic logo. Here's a back. Yeah, this is great. This is great. It's also got that awesome artwork for the CD face, which is kind of cool. But yeah, this is a sort of a great album. And this album kind of put Petra. This was the album that after this point in time, that Petra became a full-time band versus a part-time band. Back in the 70s, Bob Hartman had a part-time job, I believe, or a full-time job in the warehouse, I believe, something to that effect. But after this album, Petra became a full-time touring band, so it's kind of cool. It's sort of a transition mark for Petra. There you have it. Next one we have is one of my all-time favorite albums from Petra from the early years. Here's More Power to Ya. And this was originally committed in 82. And this really picked up a tempo a bit more in terms of having that more of a rawer or more of a hard rock sound. You got the rockers like Stand Up, Second Wind, More Power to Ya. Sorry, Stand Up, Second Wind, Juice Kiss, Rose Colored Stained Glass Windows, Run for the Prize. All Over Me, sort of a slower track. Kind of reminds you of Pink Floyd, got the slow groove going. Layering That Has Breath, which is a praise song, and Disciple. It got 2 ballads, which is More Power to You and Road is On, which is also great tunes in their own right. Here are the artwork, which is blue on the inside, which is awesome. And what's the neat thing about this, what I found, is that usually the original pressings of albums, the original pressings on Star Song and other labels, they don't always include band pics, which kind of wish they did, or the band pic's so small I can barely make it out, or they have like only a 4-panel insert with not much information on there. Almost like they want to put money behind the band or having band pics. But what's great about this is that with this series they include a picture to the band from that era, which is kind of really cool. Well, the series that the guys at Girder did. So here's a pic of the band, and here's like the blue insert, which kind of matches the overall artwork of the album. There you have it, all lyrics. This is really cool. I didn't go through this whole album in its entirety, but I did notice that you hear certain things that you didn't pick up before in older pressings, like a certain bass sound or certain effects. Like I said, it has more of a bottom end to it, so it's really cool. This next one is another great album, is Not of This World, with the awesome artwork as usual. And here's the back of it there. This is where Petra's sound was more, the sound of their first 4 or 5 albums was more organic, more of a roots approach. This is where Petra started to refine their sound, making more refined. I shouldn't say more glossier, but it's more refined. And they used more more keyboard effects, whereas the music before was more organ bass or grassroots bass. Here's the logo, sort of a spacey look. And here's where Petra sort of, in the second album, like More Power to You, kind of had to get that Star Wars, Star Trek theme. It was kind of really cool. I like that, since I'm a big sci-fi fan myself. And here's a picture of the band with their spacesuit sort of outfits on More Not of This World. Kind of cool. And it sort of got that spacey look to it with the logo in the background, which are kind of really cool. So, yeah, awesome. Next up we have Beat System, And Beat the System is more of a keyboard-driven album than the previous ones. Kind of got that new age look, new age sound, or new wave sound. Sorry, not new age. Like I said, kind of cool. Even though it got a lot of keyboards, I do like several songs in this album. And here's the background. What's cool with this was that I know heard someone mention online where this one has the Canadian pressing had Petra at the top and Beat the System, and this is what this is based off. On the American pressing, there's no name and title of the album, just this picture here. I had the American pressing. I must have the American pressing of the album on the record I had, the original version and on the CD. But I'm not sure if my cassette had it too. I had back in the day. But anyway, so anyway, here we have the picture of the band, and this is a picture of Beat System I've seen float around in magazines and that and books and that. Was this picture of the band? That's the Beat System period. So there you have it. So we got that purpley look to match the artwork. It was kind of cool with all lyrics, easy to read lyrics. There you have it, kind of cool. So that would Beat the System, and it was this period that I got in the Petra Beat System. Actually, it was at the Captain Thomas Space was the first cassette I bought from Petra, and then went back and got their albums that are taped off originals. There you have it. Here we have Back to the Street. That was the first album with John Slitch, and here's the awesome artwork. Here's the and this album here was reflective of their back of their vinyl. Was this picture here? There you have it. I got that on the back of the insert there. Here's the back with the song titles there, and here is the actual back of the CD tray. This is another. So this is more of a. Now this one to me has more of that Journey sound. To me, that's what this has more kind of reminds me when I listen to this album. So I got that early 80s Journey sound. But yeah, there's a lot of great songs in this one. Here's the inside. There's no pics in this one, but I'll get in that in a second. There you have it. That's all the pages. This was kind of cool. Here we have This Means War. Again with the nice artwork. The green tray. There you have it. And here we have a picture of the band. There you have it. And all the lyrics on green backing to kind of resemble the album, overall album artwork. So here we have the picture. This Means War. There you have it. And it kind of got that warfare thing going on, being a prayer warrior for Christ. Here you have a person relying on God with the arm on the bottom there of the picture. Kind of cool. And last of all, we have On Fire, which is probably one of my favorite albums of the John Slitch period. That one is kind of tossed between Beyond Belief and Unseen Power. Those three are great albums. But like I said, great album. I remember buying this one back in late '88. I bought the cassette. And I played cassette so often that you get the print on the CDs wore out. I used to shove it. I guess maybe I'm shoving my tape deck so often in my car at home. So there you have it, Petra on Fire. And this is the first album to feature Ronnie Cates on bass, which was one of their longtime bass players. Mark Kelly left the band for personal reasons. But here's the On Fire inlay there that Scott Waters did. Oh, by the way, all the inlays on my Scott Waters and only from metal. Scott Waters always does a good job. There you have it there. So yeah, and this one here. Now this one here, the main difference between that one and the original pressing, and I happen to have I sold my original pressing, but I had the sounds on my Bluetooth in my car. The sound of this is much more thicker, much more louder, but in a good way, not in a bad way. I know sometimes louder isn't always necessarily better, but the sound is much more thicker, has a thicker sound than the previous recording, and less muddy. I find the instrument is more clearer. So if you want a comparison, that's what the comparison picking up on. Now, I wanted to talk about something regarding band picks in the album. One thing I've noticed is that when John Slitch first joined Petra, now here I have Petra War Remembrance. This is a box that I bought back in 1990. This is the cassette tape version. There you have it with their compilations from their 74 to 88. So it's 15 years of rock. Now, I just want to show you something about this. In this little booklet, I got they runs through the entire period of Petra from 74 to 88. Now, what I want to mention is that in the future pictures, like here is Waters and Rob then, the inlay, and here is More Power, Never Say Die, which they did include a similar picture in with the Never Say Die photos. Here you have the band pick of Never Say Die. But now in the, they must have had several pictures for More Power to You. Here's one I was hoping they will include in a More Power to You was this one, which kind of shows the band in some kind of, and CU has some kind of a, resembles some kind of thruster of a rocket, but I'm not sure where the band's through there. But here's one pic of the band I was hoping they would include, but they didn't. But this is during the More Power to You era. But what the band did include was fine. But like this is a cool pic too of the band from that period. So we got the Petra with the classic logo T-shirt on, kind of cool. Now, and here's, and I think they included the, same one for More Power for Now This World, if I'm not mistaken. Here we have Now This World with 1 second now. Maybe they didn't. I thought they did. Oh, they didn't. Okay. Okay. So here we have the More Power to You with the band here in their sort of space uniform right here, which is similar to the artwork on this one, which is kind of cool. So they must use those promo pics. It was kind of really cool. The band pic. That's really cool. And of course, they use the same photo in the CDs for. Nope, they didn't. This is now. Here's the Beat System pic. Was different what they used on the CD, but I think that was used on the collector's card. And I'll show that in a second. It's kind of cool too. And here we have now. Here we have the Petra pic. That was back the album cover, so use that in the CD. Okay. Now here's the thing I was wondering, and maybe Scott Waters can talk about this. Here's This Means War, and here's a band pic I was hoping they would include. But if they're not, no big deal. I'm just thinking, you know, someone's on a little bit anal about stuff. But here's the This Means War pic. I remember a friend of mine had this on a poster on his room. One of my friends back in Grand Falls, way back in the day. But on the This Means War picture, they included this picture. Now, here's what I'm wondering. This picture here was a picture, I remember reading the magazine when John Schlitz first joined Petra back in mid-early 86. There was a picture done on this. To me, that was a Back to the Street era picture because John Schlitz has shorter hair. But no big deal. I mean, I don't mind including that picture for This Means War. Because to me, this is the This Means War, not the This Means War, but this is a This Means War picture here too with John Schlitz with the longer hair. As you see here, a bit longer here, maybe a little bit longer. So anyway, no big deal. I just me thinking maybe they were limited on the picture they can use or promo picture they had used for the albums. No big deal. And they used here's the On Fire one as well for the On Fire album, but they used a different picture, which is Ronnie Cates on drum, Ronnie Cates on bass. Like I said, I'm just noting some differences, some similarities between the albums anyway. So anyway, no big deal there. But like I said, I love the artwork. I love the artwork on all the albums. I love the artwork. I love the outlays. I mean, I can't tell you which one's my favorite. I mean, they're all. I mean, Scott Waters did a fabulous job. I mean, I'm really impressed with this came out. I mean, and Petra is near dear to my heart. Where they were the first band when I first got into Christian hard rock and metal back in '85 or so. Petra, Jerusalem, Daniel Band, Rez, and Stripe were the first 5 bands I got into. And so Petra's always been near to my heart in terms of their albums, what they mean to me as spiritually, as a believer, that kind of thing. So now let's get to these fantastic albums. So here we have More Power to You. Here you have the artwork there. Here you have the inlay. Here you have it with that wonderful band pick and the lyrics. And here's the poster. There you have it. Kind of cool bit of Star Wars thing going on there. And here's the blue vinyl. I got these put in paper sleeves. That's awesome. Here we have Beat the System. There you have it. And the album cover. I mean, I just had to buy the record vinyl disc too as well because the box does a fantastic job. Here's the band's artwork and the lyrics. Here's the poster. It shows the artwork for the album. There you have it. As well. It's kind of cool. Here's the This Means War with a nice lovely emerald green. There you have it. With the custom set of rings as well as all of them have. Here's a lovely artwork of the inner with the lyrics and the picture poster. Where is the? Here we go. There you have it. Now, let's get to the rest of them. Let's get into pros in half hour. Here we have another great band that I got back into, and when I get to a band, I really get to a band. Here we have another band. This is a Swedish band. Here we have Leviticus, Sanctify the Earth. There you have it. This is, and I'm really getting back into Deliverance. I had her first album on cassette, I Shall Conquer, and I believe I had Knights of Heaven taped off. I didn't listen to all that much, but I was familiar with the album. Here's the inner for Sanctify the Earth, and this comes with a lovely. I'm not sure if there's a random vinyl color or is it certain colors, but a very lovely, nice green color, very nice. So I have that, and I got Knights of Heaven. Here's Knights of Heaven insert, which is probably my favorite Leviticus album as of right now, but that could change. And here's a lovely red or pinkish or orangey color. So I got that rosy, orangey red color, kind of cool. And here's the artwork of Knights of Heaven. Here you have it. All these are by Girder Music. And here is Bloodgood. Metal Missionaries. There you have it. And I waited a long time for this one to come out to get this in the mail. Awesome. And here is the black vinyl. There you have it. It's custom centering. And the artwork. There you have it in all its glory. Now, I am missing one album from this order. I am missing the Metal Missionary CD on this, and I ordered a vinyl and CD combo. So I emailed Greg. He emailed me stating that he's haven't got around to looking at my email yet. I'm sure he'll include that in a future order because I got more orders coming to me. So Greg, if you're watching this, Greg, I'll let you know I'm missing the Metal Missionary CD that I ordered because I ordered this with the CD combo. But no worries, Greg. Just send it the next order. I'm sure it's an oversight. No big deal. That kind of thing. So. Yeah, so that's my. Oh, I'm going to show you one more thing. Here's the collector's cards as well. One second, I'm going to show you this as well. So here's the collector's cards I got with my items. One second. So here's my. So here you have. here. Now, if you're wondering what, there you go. So here's the Petra ones I got. There you have it. And here is the back from there. You see that there, about Petra ones. And here is the other Petra ones. There you have it. Here we have Now This World, Beat System. Then we have the Leviticus, which I showed. Oh, actually, no, not Leviticus. Sorry. This is space left here on purpose. There's a Petra ones here. And if you wonder what these spaces are here, that's future C's got on order coming to me for the res. I got collected card coming for the res ones got on order as well. So that one went up there. Here's a Petra ones, and what else? I think that's it. Yeah, only the Petra and the yeah. There you have it. That's a Petra one. So I got and here's the back of the album covers there. So there you have it there. That's my collector's cards. Anyway, folks, that's all I have to say right now about my order. As you may know, Girder Music always does a great job on their reissues. So does Rocks Records, and Mad Hunt of Boone's Overstock. And these guys do great work on these reissues. I'm really glad to have these in my collection. I look forward to getting more releases from these guys in the future. It's always quality work. Do a great job with the inlays, and Scott Waters does. And Rob Colwell does a superb job with the mastering. And whoever's else involved behind the scenes, I know that Greg, Matt, Bill Bafford, Rob Colwell, and Scott Waters together as a team does a great job on these reissues of classic albums. And whoever else involved, I'm sure they do a great job, whatever their contributions are. Guys, keep up the good work. You know, you've got a loyal customer here. Will always buy stuff as much as I can, as my budget allows me to. Music from you guys. So anyway, let me know what you think. Post your comments below. Give me your thoughts. I love reading about your comments. Sometimes I'll reply myself. And all the best. Have a great day and keep rocking. Bye now.